Welcome to this Friday podcast. This is DJ Hart, your host, and today we're doing another episode of Open the Box. All right, and what I wanted to talk about is the utility of the MP3 player. All right, I got my original one that I had a long time ago, and it lasts for years. I don't know, man. This thing might be 6-7 years old, but it got a metal case. It was real durable, but it stopped working, and it never had Bluetooth. All right, so now I want to upgrade to a Bluetooth unit. Right, so we're gonna open the box. All right, let's get going here. All right, here you go. This is my new MP3 player. All right, now this is what when I bought this. All right, I wanted to get me a new micro SD card. All right, and so I bought one. I found one at a reasonable price, and I think the price done went up because of AI and the tariffs, the war, and stuff like that. So the price of these things that went up. All right. So and then I started using it, and I found errors. So I'm gonna show you a little clip of the error part. All right, because it was important to me. All right. Now, all right. Let's see. Yeah, this is It's Friday podcast, and I'm showing you some of the problems I came across with this micro SD card. All right, so let me roll the footage here. All right, so the first thing that I want to say is, all right, it deals with copying and paste. All right, let me back it up. All right, we'll pause it. Now this is to show you, I came across some unexpected errors that keep happening when moving the file. All right, so that's a problem. All right, and I'm gonna show you what that problem is, because a folder is gonna have something in it, right? So let me show you what's happening here. All right, this is the second copy and paste, cut and paste. All right, cut and paste. And then this is second error. Then I'm gonna I ran another test, a second test. All right, now I'm getting into see now here, you can see it's only 3 files that was copied. All right. And it should have been more files than that. I'm going to show you how many files should have been missing. That was missing. All right, now here it is. This is a file that should have been. There it is. Actually, it should have been 21 files. Cut and paste. All right, but only 3 of them showed up. All right, so that's the problem with cut and paste. So like when you have one of these micro SD cards, if you're having that problem, I'm going to suggest that you copy and paste. And if you're trying to save space on whatever unit you copying from, then you go back and delete it, so you can save some space. All right, now let me show you. Now that's the file. That's the file that was cut and paste, and only 3 of the 21 files came through. All right, so now I'll show you another problem that I came up with. Is that I tried to delete the folder. All right, the folder was empty, and tried to delete it. Now this folder, it had an error in it. All right, so that's So you're dealing with that, unexpected errors. All right, so that's enough of that. We're going to get back to our regular program. But anyway, if you like this type of programming, when we're getting into some technical issues with, micro SD cards or something else that, electronically based that I happen to discover and I figure out what's going on here. If you like that kind of content, please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe to the show. All right, this is DJ Harden. We're getting right back to the regular Open the Box program. Welcome back to this Friday podcast, Open the Box, and I'm talking about the utility of MP3 players. All right, so the whole idea is I wanted to buy me a new MP3 player so I don't have to turn around to play my music. So we're going to continue on with the regular programming. All right. But basically, that's all I'm going to say for right now. I'm going to open the box and read the instructions on this and program my micro SD card. Now, this one right here, it has some errors on it. So I'm not going to be using this one right here. I got another one that I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna set it up and have my programming in there. So when I finally start using my new MP3 player, let's open the box a little bit further. Let's go a little bit further. I want to take a look at it. At my new. All right, gonna take a look at it. Let's see. See what it looks like. All right, I'm gonna show you. All right. Here's the packaging. All right, so they give you, the cables to recharge it. They give you some earplugs. All right, and now here's my new MP3 player. All right. It looks like this one is made with metal and plastic. All right, so it's a little bit different. This is my old one, and this is new one, so it's a little smaller and everything. And the reason why I want to program this is because, if I'm doing something, I might have another use for my phones. Yeah, I know a lot of people saying, "Why don't you use your phone?" All right, so. Maybe I want to do something else with my phone. And on top of that, I don't want to turn around. See, I want to be facing the camera. I don't want to have to, if I want to play my music. Now, the whole idea with this is now, once I get it programmed, charged up and everything like that, then all I have to do is hit the Bluetooth, get the Bluetooth set and hit play right here. All right. And on top of that, see, when I have it over here, it don't have the song name on there. All right. It's going to have the song number, but it don't have the song name. And another thing that I found out now, if I got 10 albums on there, then it's going to have a number for each and every, MP3 on there, right? So then I have to really search. All right. So, for this show, what I did is I only programmed in one album. And then, I found the song that I wanted to introduce you to. Why? Because instrumental culture is going to be streaming live. Let's see. I didn't bring my information with me, but it's going live very soon. It's going to be streaming live all over the world. Everywhere you want to listen to music, it's going to be there. The entire album, Instrumental Culture Part 2, is only on Bandcamp. I didn't put that everywhere. You know, I wanted to be like that so I could really test out the effectiveness of these different websites. All right. So the utility of the MP3 player is to allow me to be able to stream my music on my show through my system right here without turning around and mashing the button. All right, so I can mash the button right here and keep facing my audience, you. So I keep on talking to you and facing you. All right. So and on top of that, if I'm, you know, rolling with one of my friends and they got Bluetooth in their car, I can play my MP3 player. Boom. All right. And also, it also works with a cord, so I can use Bluetooth or cord connection, so I can, you know, play it in the old cards and new cards. You know, so you know, that's and another thing that the reason why I want to have it like this is, you know, my MP3 player, and so I can compare my my mixing and mastering with what's on the radio. All right, so you know, I'm when I listen to my music, I'm going to be comparing it to the other stuff that's being broadcast, so I know if I'm getting my mix right. All right, you know, that's important. All right, because I listen to a lot of music, and some of it is not mastered, and you really know the difference. Some stuff is not mixed right. All right, so then, you know, they don't have the, you know, the vocals sitting in the drums sitting in the right place, and it makes a big difference. All right, and sometimes the 808s might be hitting way too hard. Yeah, but I like it like that. You know, I like them 808. All right, you know, but it's not for everybody. All right, you know, I've been listening to a lot of the new music. You know, let's see some of my favorites. You know, I listen to well, I'm just pulling out one of the albums that, you know, I'm listening to other people's album, right, to get, you know, my ear right for mixing and mastering. All right, so, and also, you know, I'm going to support my favorite artists. So if I'm one of your favorite artists, please support the cause. Go to Bandcamp and download the album, Instrumental Culture Part 2. Now, I want to thank you for watching the show. Thank you, and come back. Please like and subscribe to the show. This is It's Friday Podcast. This is DJ Hard saying good night and enjoy your life.